are go for liftoff in T-minus 30.
Please stand by.
Operators are standing by.
You're gonna be okay, kid. You're gonna be okay.
Nathan,
Yes, my friend.
it ain't even safe to be a priest anymore.
Shit.
You can be the nicest priest on the block. You can be Brendan Gleeson, the nicest, bare looking priest, and people are still want to kill you. People still want to kill you. Man, if you don't know what we're talking about right now, we're talking about Calvary. Came out. It's not even out in the US anymore. It's a British film, brought by the same guy doing In Bruges, I think it was.
No, it
Was
wasn't.
it in
It
Bruges?
wasn't in Bruges. It was.
Oh, it wasn't.
No, The Guard. That
Oh
was a film that
yes.
came out a few years with Don Cheadle, and I can't think of the other film that he did.
Well, this guy, I mean, has made such a great film in Calvary. It's a film that we saw today, and I'd only seen the trailer a few times. I knew of the premise, and the premise basically surrounds a priest who is threatened during a confession, and he's given a week to get his life in order. It's a very simple premise, but one that really works, and it has a great social commentary on how people are perceived and how priests are perceived, and the innocence of people and faith as well.
Yeah.
This is one of the most, I think, one of the most important movies of the year, as well as being one of the best movies of the year. But before that, let me introduce who's talking about this movie today. My name is Dale Downton, and I'm joined by Nathan Heskey.
You know, the usual dynamic duo giving you the latest movie reviews on the internet.
Yeah, this is Honeydew Podcast, and man, I think most of the movie reviews we've done apart from the, I think most of the reviews we've done apart from the rate, well, no, most of the reviews we've done have been pretty positive, and this kind of carries on that trend. This, for me, is honestly one of my favorite movies of the entire year, and I didn't think that until I started really thinking about the movie and what everything represents.
Yeah.
But what did you think about the movie as a whole? What's your interpretation and what's your initial reaction to the movie?
I I really just enjoyed it, man, and this it is a film that moved me, and it's a film that made me think, and I think it's always a bonus when a film makes you think, and
Yes.
it makes you ask questions about it. Like it brings up because this film brought up some really serious subjects, some very touchy subjects as well, because it got into the whole child abuse and community, how people are perceived and how people are judged, all that kind of stuff. But I really loved this film, and it was a bonus because it was a British film as well.
Yes.
And to be fair, this year we've got some good British films, like The Invisible Woman that came earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And the double?
oh, so bloody! How did I forget the double? Yeah, the double as well. It was that good. It just I completely forgot. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. And like you said, it's after we come out, and we started talking about it, and just on the way home thinking about it. It gets better with time.
Well,
It
it
really
definitely
is.
does.
It does really leave that lasting effect.
I don't gotta say, because this is set over the span of a week, and this really does rely on Brendan Gleeson to carry the film in a lot of ways. He does a amazing job in this film. I wouldn't be surprised if he's up for a BAFTA.
I hope
I know
he is. I
it's really
hope he
early
is.
to talk Academy Awards and awards, but this guy, this is one of the best performances I've seen all year from an actor. It was such a moving, but also relaxed, I guess, performance. It was a really reserved performance, I felt.
Definitely, and it built up
Hmm.
because I mean, there's just some great character development, and that's what I love to see in a movie. You feel over the course of the week, he goes from being, this really caring, open person who, he's got past himself, but he's trying to be better and he's trying to help everyone in this little community and over the course of the week, you see him change, and you know all the things that he goes through and what he eventually becomes. And it is really moving, and it's an emotional, and like at the end of the movie, there was a woman behind us, and she was literally just her face was just tears, full of tears,
Proper
streaks.
tears as well.
Yeah, like literally, she was just speechless. Like her husband was consoling her and everything. Um,
But
and
even the supporting cast in this were really great. You had Chris O'Dowd, who's always a funny character to have around, or a funny actor.
exactly,
Um,
and he always usually does a more comedic role. I mean,
yeah.
he still does that comedic role,
Mm,
but there is that edge of seriousness to it.
yes. But also Kelly Riley, who we last saw last year in Flight, which
Yes,
is a movie I really enjoyed.
with Denzel Washington, yeah.
And we also have Peter Baelish,
Yes,
Littlefinger himself, and
Aidan
he's
Gillen.
still a ladies' man.
It was
But
great. It was great to see him. And I mean, as soon as we saw him on the screen, we just laughed. You know.
he's kind of playing Peter Baelish in this at the same time. I mean,
But a
there's
bit
even
more of a messed up little finger that
yes,
he's playing.
there's even a cameo of Walter White's Blue Meth in this film as well. At one point, I think you see Walter White at one point having a confession. I don't know when that's set in the Breaking Bad universe, but it's there. Man, Walter White's meth is so good. It's even reaching Ireland.
Just multi universes just going wrong.
But you know what? This town it's set in. I don't know what town it is set in, but man, the people in this town are disgusting. This is a vile place to be in.
Yeah.
I mean, you get them people like Ben Affleck does it the best in his movies, where he'll have a movie set in Boston and everyone is the most appalling person you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
This movie, people are just disgusting. These are really the worst people on earth. And Brendan Gre- Pre- I was gonna Gleeson, Brendan Gleeson is really the faith. He is the man who is trying to bring faith to everyone's life and trying to put everyone on the right track and help them.
He's trying to
Because
fix the town,
yeah,
and
he is this.
no one wants to know about it. Like he's literally it's like they've fallen so far and everything's that broken that they feel that there's no chance of things ever being better.
Everyone is denying faith, the faith in them, not only faith in themselves, but the faith in everybody else.
Yeah, and most importantly in religion,
Mhm.
it's like they've completely given up in it, and that's one of the big themes about it. I mean, especially, I don't want to do any spoilers or anything, because you need to go and watch this film for yourself and get that first experience from it. But yeah, there's some really messed up things that happen in this, and
But I find
it
it
really
very.
does make you hate the town.
I think the film is also great because there are a lot of scenes that are up to your interpretation in terms of what a scene means.
Yeah.
There's a very interesting line about halfway through the movie where Peter Baelish, I'm just gonna call him that from here on out, where Peter Baelish says everyone in this town has a part to play, and I loved that because it did seem that way. I love the social commentary, but I love how scenes can be interpreted however you want them to be.
Yeah.
And seeing a lot of stupid films this year, it's great to see one that really not only is clever, but is also free, to let to let viewers, interpret it. But yeah, man, this is honestly one of the greatest movies. It had a great soundtrack as well.
It
It
really
had
did.
a
It did.
great cinematography.
I mean, some of the best aerial view shots I've seen are like by Christopher Nolan. But this film, because it was it set in Scotland? It was set in Scotland.
I think it was Ireland, wasn't it? It's Ireland or
Sorry,
Scotland.
you know what? Yeah, I think it was Ireland because it was the Irish Film Board.
Yeah, it was Ireland.
Sorry. It was Ireland. Some great shot of like these massive hills and mountains. And at one point while we was watching this film, someone behind us actually they actually called out the name of the mountain. I can't remember what it was. He said now, but then there was this pause, and then his wife went, it sure is beautiful, isn't it? It's just everyone in this cinema, in this screen, was immersed into this film, and especially there's other people on the other side of us, and they were like giving us like this kind of commentary throughout the film, which was
Yeah.
quite, which actually, you know, usually stuff like that takes you out of the film, but they weren't doing it in an annoying way.
No.
No, it was kind of quite innocent and you know, quite humorous to be fair.
I definitely enjoyed it because it did feel again like we said in the raid too, similar to that experience where the rest of the crowd were really into this film and it made me enjoy the film much more. I love the fact that also we play on a lot of things that are in the public now with priests and a lot of controversial things we keep hearing. That is also something that it comes on play in this film.
Yeah,
We see a lot of what we see a lot of people generalize. There's a lot of the theme of generalizations brought into this as well, where people hear stuff on the news and assume. So this character, the priest, Brendan Gleeson's character, he gets a hard time from this town, and it's not because he's done anything bad. It's because what people in his position have been perceived to be, and what they're perceived to act like, and it's great because that again is something that happens now in the real world, and I think this is one of I think this is one of the better films this year that can tackle so many themes and elements that are in today's society.
yeah, definitely tackles a lot of these social issues. I mean, everyone, you know, kind of prejudges and goes by those stereotypes, and especially for priests who, you know, as in um, the media and across the world and whatnot, are known for, you know, molesting children and whatnot.
Yes.
And this is what Brendan Gleeson's character has to put up with, and you really care about his character. Like seriously,
Yes.
you feel every time that he gets that knock back and he gets treated like a piece of crap. You really do feel, and it just builds up, and the tension rises, and it comes, you know, and you just feel it throughout the whole week of the time period, and until you get to the end, and I mean, obviously, don't want to spoil it for you, but
I'm glad you got into this.
yeah, I mean, what a satisfying end.
What a
To
beautiful and what a poetically beautiful ending as well.
yeah,
I mean, obviously again, I'm not going to spoil anything neither. But you talk about one of the most interesting ways to end a movie, and one of the most interesting final shots, which and the very final shot has been I mean, there's a lot of foreshadowing in this film.
yeah,
I just love how the ending kind of tied into everything that we've been taught to learn from this from our central character, and you know, such a beautiful ending, man. It's honestly one of my favorite endings I've ever seen in a film, and that's a hard thing to say, but I always say that a bad ending can ruin a great movie, and vice versa.
yeah.
We had a great movie and we had a fucking brilliant ending. I absolutely love. I love this movie now more now that we've started talking about it. I absolutely love this movie. It's one of the best movies of the entire year. And the ending is probably one up there, probably top three best endings of the entire year. And I will be absolutely shocked if this isn't up for at least the best British film at the BAFTAs next year, because this was an absolutely freaking awesome movie, and people should really go and see this because there are not many films like this that are coming out. Uh, especially now you're coming into the big summer blockbuster season. This was definitely a great movie to show that independent movies are still, doing it well.
Definitely, and
And
especially it being a British movie, like, you know, support the British film industry, because I know there is a lot of crap that we have to put up with. I know there's stuff like the
yes,
Postman Pat movie. That's, I mean, please, if you've seen that, I mean, any listeners out there that have seen the trailer to that movie, oh, David Tennant, what are you doing? What
after
are,
Doctor Who,
things
you really
things
shouldn't do this.
things can't be that bad. But no, yeah, a film like this, I mean, it really does show what British filmmakers can do, and it's great. If you're a film lover, then go and watch this film. Go and support that, you know, the British film industry and whatnot. Um, it's just a great movie, and that final shot. I mean, I love the finale, but it's that final
Beautiful.
shot that stays with you, and it's just an image that it won't leave you. Honestly, it won't leave you, and it's just like the same with the double,
Mhm.
and the same with the Invisible Woman as well. But yeah, what a great film! Great performances throughout, like especially Domhnall Gleeson, Brendan
Good, great
Gleeson's
cameo.
son in real life. He had an amazing part in it. It was very short, very brief.
Very sinister.
Yeah, But that was actually one of the best scenes of the movie, and that really really tackled a social issue that goes on, and it did it very well.
Well, this is coming out the first. I think this is coming out the 1st of August in America. So if anyone is here if anyone Americans are here listening to this and please go and see this when it comes out, especially in August. But this guy, Michael McDonough, I don't know, the writer and director of this, I'm really going to be looking out to see what he does next because he really has created such an amazing film, and I just can't wait to see what comes next from him. So he'll definitely be on my radar of directors to keep an eye on.
Definitely, especially like Domhnall Gleeson as well. I'm sorry, well, definitely Domhnall Gleeson. Domhnall Gleeson
Great
for the
actor,
Doctor. But no, Brendan Gleeson. I've always liked him because I'm in Bruges. And so I mean, Harry Potter films as well. He was Mad Eye Moody. So I'm looking forward to what he does. I mean, he just takes it home with this performance. Really, he does.
It's one of the best I've seen in a long time, and it's such a heartfelt performance, but also it so many layers to the character and so much depth and so much emotion that he puts into the performance. I can't wait to see what Brendan Gleeson does next. People really should go out and see this movie. There's not much like it on the market right now. Amazing movie.
Definitely. I mean, there's not really much else I can say because I mean we don't want to get into it and talk about the story and whatever because that's.
I'm not going to spoil anything.
Exactly. You've got to see that for yourself because you don't want to get it spoiled. You just want to see that firsthand because it's some really beautiful moments that hopefully you'll enjoy and will move you. And you'll just.
Would you watch it again?
I actually would.
Would this be one of them kind of movies that will find its way into your cabinet on a Blu-ray one day? Is it that sort of movie? Because I think it definitely is. I didn't think it when we first watched it. When we first watched it, I thought it was a good movie, but it's just the more you think about it, and that's what a great movie should do. It should make you love it the more you think about it.
I don't know if it will make it onto the Blu-ray.
Not instantly.
I don't know, maybe over time. I mean, the film's still sinking in, to be completely honest with you.
Yes.
But I think it definitely deserves a purchase. But I don't know. I don't want to just say just yet. But at the end of the day, what a great film. And it was a great experience. And like I said, bonus that it was a British film.
Definitely.
And that if you do have a bit of spare time, and if it is showing at your local cinema, I would suggest to go and watch it because I think you'll enjoy it. But let's end the review there.
Yes.
Give us a like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already,
Do it.
Comment if you've watched the film. We would love to know and, read what you thought about it. But yes, I've been Nathan Heskey.
I've been Dale Downton.
And this is the Honeydew Podcast. Thanks for listening, folks.
Bye.
Once more with feeling. Dance like there's no tomorrow.
Really, really good.
Can we do that again?